Alright, going back to the Rift. So I do have all the souls unlocked now. So I do get my third slot here. But for what it's worth, I thought I should mention that this particular 2 soul combo here, I think is gonna make you get through almost any situation. It's actually so strong. Basically, for most of the fights, you just put the unit that you're gonna feed in front, actually. Especially if you have a way to bring it back, you know, with like Reform or Endless, Magnetic Relay, whatever, and you can refresh the food with any of those type of things, but then you're just getting the stats on the units that's getting eaten. It's just like pretty much a Primordium on at least stat steroids. Maybe not the super high rolls of superfood, but you know, it's good enough. It's good enough to definitely get you through all of the early to mid game pretty much on its own. You could just honestly beat it with stewards probably. You still will have to like find a way to remove some of the backliners, particularly in Ring 2. Because your Pyre is just going to die if they leak, even with like 2 or 3 big strikers. But certainly, I think this is the bread and butter combo here: Butterball and Showtime 3. And then for a third one, I think you're a little bit more flexible. You know, you could almost go greedy with them. I think Mead Mug is always good, right? Early game, you're getting a lot of gold, more gold than you should have at that point in the curve, right? Then you're getting more and more avarice if you celebrate, but it's not even that necessary to celebrate, honestly. The other big thing is just that the attack spike, once you actually start spending money, is really nice, and it travels with the Mean Mug, so you can apply it to whoever. You know, you can shift plans. I think I will just do the Mean Mug here. I think this is a pretty good combo, but the main thing is Showtime and Butterball, for sure. And then, we just got done with this. I can go full random now. I have all the clans unlocked. Granted, I still need to beat more iterations to upgrade souls, but that's not really a big deal. I think we just can go full random with this. Even the Pyre, I would say. Granted, I gotta say, if you're choosing your Pyre, I think with this combo, like Herzl Horde and Pyre of Savagery are gonna be your 2 go-tos. Herzl Horde's just to guarantee that you can like get something big out, and maybe you need to have like a big equipment or a big room with it or something. But then the Savagery, on the other hand, is really good, especially if you're running a champ like Wildenton and you can get Strangler or anything like that. But even without the champ necessarily scaling, you'll get plenty of procs, hopefully, on the units that you're eating anyway. But I think we'll just go random now that we've got a third soul. I feel like I should really be able to do anything here. I'm not brave enough to do random souls yet. I at least want to get all my souls upgraded before I start doing random souls. I think the random souls is going to produce unwinnable seeds, most likely. I mean, almost certainly, I think, but still could be fun. We'll try it. For now, though, I want to do the OP soul combos to help people figure out maybe just easy setups to try to grind out this Soul Savior mode with and get all the unlocks. Really like Crucible Steward, one of my favorite new units, maybe my favorite new unit. Metallurgy, I love that. Fortified Pauldron's honestly not bad. This is a good start. I like Prince as well as a hero. So, looks like we got Herzl Horde anyway, so we're happy there. We want Crucible Steward to be there as a unit, so for now, just early on, we're going to put this on a Shield Steward. Mean Mug could definitely go into Crucible Steward, I guess. Let's see. We do get Reaper. That's really nice. So we'll take that, obviously. And we'll feed Reaper for now. I mean, I can feed it any of them, really, but it doesn't really matter, honestly. I don't... And we are we're Smith, so not as good of a starter card, unfortunately, but for Railforged, but that's still fine because we start with Metallurgy. We still have access to Smelt, plus we have the Crucible Steward Smelt. I'm just thinking, you know, I'm thinking of a lot of things right now, actually. I'm like, okay, so with not necessarily if I had more Smelt, probably Crucible Steward's the one I actually want to stat up in these fights. Also, just since it has the Avarice, I can't get Avarice on the Champ. I could just focus on Crucible Steward instead of the Champ these first few fights. I think it's not a horrible idea, honestly. Prince can just clean up on a floor up above, but I could just focus on only having Crucible Steward down there, getting stats, and I can get as many Avarice procs as possible. I think that makes sense. That, of course, has nothing to do with the choices in front of us. So in front of us, we have two really strong artifacts. We've got Gurg's Good, which technically has nothing for me right now, and it may never end up actually doing anything for me, which is wild to say, but realistically, I already have my potatoes, you know? I don't really need anything other than a Shield Steward and a Crucible Steward and a Hornbreaker Prince with this setup in most cases. So I'm thinking, like, Hef's Blueprints might be better, because I'm forging a lot with this starter card anyway, and it's just a lot of stats. I think we just take this, actually. It's also the only one that gives me immediate benefit. Not that I need immediate benefit, because with this soul combo, we're just going to crush it. Alright, bottom floor. I put this here, right? Okay. So we're going to put the Steward right behind that, where they're both kind of evenly distributing their stats. And then when this thing dies, you know, Crucible Steward will have all the stats, but it won't be at that larger pip, so if I want to, I can start fitting stuff behind it. That won't really mean much with this deck, but it could. You know, Spear Steward could be okay. We'd rather have it kill the boss, but we want to try to get as much Avarice as possible too. So let's go like this for now. So it's already up to 100. We'll have so much health, but the nice thing is we won't have that much attack, so we'll get a lot of Avarice procs, ideally. Might as well put this here for sure. Oh, I should have smithed it first. That was so stupid. Well, I have another one on the way. I can remedy my mistake by going there. Torch is just useless in this mode. Not even worth it though. Wait, I thought all three of them were... Oh, right, there was obviously one who was going to live there. Well, Torch would have finally been useful this turn, but of course we did not get it. Of course he had to show up on that floor, right? There's just no way I can get to it, unfortunately. Either way, let's do... I only need one other Steward anyway, so... Yeah, as long as... It should be fine, so... I can just do it for 7 now. Get that extra armor. That's a lot of armor. Of course, it is 96 attack. Shit. I forgot we have Hef's Blueprints. I just immediately forget that I have that. Well, we're not going to get too many Avarice procs, it looks like, but it is what it is. I guess we'll just do this. I can use this ability if I need to, but I don't think so. Yeah, so he'll kill, but way too fast, unfortunately. I'm so stupid. At least he'll celebrate, though. It's not the end of the world. Definitely forged too much there. I was actually correct with my first non-forge of the Pauldrons. Just, we wanted armor, we didn't want attack. But it's okay. I mean, we still get a lot of money. I think we'll be fine. Fledgling Imp's way too slow for this mode. I mean, not necessarily, but we already have just such better options than that. I don't know that Rage even necessarily interacts that well with anything, with Railforged in particular, but Impish Scholar definitely is something we could do. It's not, honestly, not amazing because we have the option to do like a specific reform pool, and it's not impossible to do, but it's just right now definitely not getting me back anything super useful. So is it even that worth adding to the deck? I feel like it is. With the Crucible Steward, maybe. Just having targets to smelt. It's better if I find actual consumable cards, I suppose. You know what I mean? Which I don't have right now. But if I just add a Surge Stone to a Torch or two, I can only do it to two. That is one tough thing about this mode, is like there's only at max like two of any one merchant. So like it's it is felt with the Merchant of Magics. I feel it's like sometimes I feel like you would just want to get to go to more. You know, I could actually see maybe if they wanted to like buff the Merchant of Magic upgraded version, the kind of, since not all the upgrades have an extra benefit like Steel does, you know, like double stack and stuff like that just has no extra benefit. Maybe as compensation, they could just add like 2 extra rolls or something. That way you can roll through pretty much every possibility and then repeat some of the possibilities, even of the like lower tier upgrades. As I assume that's how it would work if I were to roll 4 times. It's like, okay, you always have the guaranteed iteration of each of the small upgrades, but then just repeat it, basically. Since it's an even number, it's fine. And then, of course, the other stuff can just be as normal. It's like, it could still mean you 1 out of 7 don't get the big upgrade that you want, which I feel is fine. It's still not like guaranteeing you get the big upgrade that you want, but it's giving you a really good chance at it. I feel like that is a reasonable buff to what it already does. But back to the matter at hand, I think I will just take the Impish Scholar. Speculatively, it could be pretty good. Okay, do I want another smelt card? Very likely yes. Do I want a Boilerplate? Do I want a Spike Driver? Spike Drivers I feel could be good. They've been okay every time I used them. I just haven't really been so enticed to use them because, like, I don't know. They don't jump out at you as being a really good card, but they very well might be a very good card. I think it still obviously requires some combo pieces, the ability to bring it back and whatnot. I think that's my problem. It's like, well, it'd be pretty good with like a Magnetic Relay in a lot of cases, because then you can just get your burst or reforge it for 0. And since it's a 0 cost, I mean, still you gotta pay the Magnetic Relay cost, of course, but it's pretty easy to 0 cost that. Gosh, I keep getting sidetracked. So anyway, Spike Driver, Spider. I feel like obviously if we have a Magnetic Relay, we're just using it on Hornbreaker Prince, right? Just refreshing its ability. Or even Crucible Steward in some cases. Or the unit that we're eating, just so we can refresh the Gorge. Like, there's good options. So it's like those options are already better than Spike Driver. So am I even adding a card that has much upside? I feel like it's just not the Spike Driver here. But Boilerplate is always decent. But I already have the Pauldrons. Certainly it'd be a good thing to pour some Forge into, though, which I have decent Forge. I think I will take the Boilerplate. Alright, so we got Trinkets. This one doesn't look like one I want to immediately hit. This one is acceptable to hit. I mean, you always want to get Champ Upgrade if you can. I mean, that would like this guy just gets a really good ability reduction on it. It's almost like the faster I can get Reaper Prince to max rank might be the best here, because even without a Magnetic Relay, once I'm at max rank of Reaper, I'm hitting every turn. I can use my ability every turn, and that's really good. So that's definitely an option. Bottom left here. Top right as well. I mean, both of them are really good. And keep in mind, we would absolutely love to multi-path Prince as well, like get an upgraded version of the Forge. So it is a catch-22, because like then I could just get Brawler, right? But it's hard to say, because yeah, where's the other? So the other Light Forge is here. The reason this one is nice is because it's at the very first node, which honestly would help pretty good amount. But I don't know. It's tough to not get a Merchant of Steel. I think we have to go to one of these first. We could just do this one, I think, because the very early steel is going to be the most useful, I think. It does suck that we won't get these upgraded, but it is what it is. And this is the easiest curse. Titan Skin's like nothing. Especially after you've already beaten your first boss. You're basically into mid-game at that point. Railforge Banner is pretty enticing, and luckily it comes with a Vortex as well. No Pyre health wasted nodes here. Of course, the right has some pretty good stuff too. There's a Horde Armory. But it would be nice to maybe get a better target than the Steward, at least as our eating target. There are not necessarily a whole lot of Railforge units that are good for that, though. The Hellhorn pool is much better for that. So, I mean, we're looking at pretty middling stats, I think, on most of those. We can do a quick sanity check, though, because honestly I don't know off the top of my head. So for banner units, it's like 520, that's not much. 1030, it's better. It's still not that much different than a Spear Steward, or a Shield Steward. Salvage Machine, obviously not. And even the Steel Steward, it's like the armor is just not factored in. Conductor Steward. I mean, Conductor Steward, though, would just be a good unit to have. We know how much upside there is there. So it's like the units on their own are good. They're just not giving me a better, I guess, set of things to do with my... Because the Crucible Steward is just better than all of them right now. And for what it's worth, the rares are... Juggernaut's very good. I don't know about this. I've never really used Knuckle Steward or... Knuckle Steward looks like he could be pretty good, honestly. I would like to use that unit. Like, I mean, good stats. Sure, it costs 3, but it's just sitting there and gaining burst. Like, you can make it into such a nice hybrid tank and damage dealer, right? If you're just forging equipment onto it or scaling it, however. And yeah, that seems really good. But obviously we're not going to get a rare, most likely. Removals, it would be nice to remove some torches. We don't have a whole lot of smelt, so I don't need too much junk necessarily lying around. Yeah, I think we go left. There's higher value potential. Multi-strike, that's pretty good. Huh. Definitely not good for switching off the Shield Steward as my eating target, but they both have their own purpose that can be alright, you know. Obviously you don't have an actual frontliner right now, but I don't think you need one. I just did a run where my frontliner was literally a Paraffin Thug. With this, all you do is you just mash stats together, and voila, you have a tanky E unit at least, right? Even though the incoming damage in this mode is ridiculous, but you know, because the incoming damage is ridiculous, I'm still tempted to take a Steel Steward. You know, even if it's just Steel Steward with the Reaper Prince on the floor, if I can just get the Reaper Prince some slays, he'll actually, you know, self-sustain his own slaying and scaling that way. And he doesn't even need to be the one that gets eaten. Then I can have the Steel Steward be eating whatever it is. Even then, is that even that good? It's not like eating is going to help you get armor, and he only really excels if you have armor. So I don't know, I can get a good boilerplate eventually, but I just don't know that these are worth adding. Steel Steward is okay since it's a 2 cost, and I could convert it into just a smelt target, so it's maybe the one I should just take anyway. But right now I'm already feeling just putting a multi-strike on this Crucible Steward for sure, because it's going to still have Avarice. Yeah, let's try this. I also could, since we don't really need this fight, but like I could also put the Butterbean onto the Steel Guard, I suppose, because I can't replenish its armor well enough for me to really build around it, but it can block a ton of damage still in the first few waves, and especially in some fights that'll be pretty nice. And then it'll still just get eaten. Sure, I don't get as much max HP, but I do get 2 more damage for what that's worth. And you know, it's like what, 15 loss on HP, but I don't think that matters that much. I think I will actually just switch that over for now. So obviously we won't be using it as a smelt target here, but I think that's fine. There's just some of these second waves can have so much incoming damage that I just don't want to overestimate myself here. And definitely just getting rid of torches for now. And that would be the point where on my Steam Deck I would accidentally go forward, because I swear the order on your controller that it pops you back out to stuff is not good. Like I did bring it up though, so I assume it'll hopefully get fixed at some point. But yeah, it's like really, because that was something that existed in the normal game too, but they fixed it. So I assume they want it fixed, right? That's basically the gist of it. So large stone is also something we might just buy here. I mean, I can stick that on the unit that I'm eating. The only downside of that right now is that if it's the Steel Steward that I want to commit this to, which honestly it still makes sense to do that. I think it's fine, right? I think there is some issues with the fact that it's still an initially 3 pip unit, but I think this is fine. So we're just gonna go multi and large stone here. They'll still fit on the same floor. And yeah, do we do anything else? Could add some health, but or just some rage. You know, do I have to hold out for much better with the Crucible Steward? I don't think so. I'll just do that. Get the value now. -1 per turn. Shouldn't be that impactful right now, as long as we deploy our stuff. Can I change shoals at this point? I can. Okay. I mean, I just added large stone to this. I think we should probably just keep it there. Okay, well. Yeah, this is fine. Just trying to think how it could go bad for me. Yeah, top floors. I don't know, is that good or bad? I don't actually know. So I think we'll build around them. I need to keep the slots open, so I don't know that I gain much from putting up the Prince here. I think we're just letting Crucible Steward do what it can do, but we can put Prince here at least, try to give it some time. It might still need to kill units here and there. Because this guy's going to get a bunch of, yeah, he's going to get a bunch of damage shield, which is not good. That's why I say top floor is rough in a fight like this. Alright, we don't want to forge this one, right? But I'm already... Oops. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I think if anything we want to maybe forge this guy. Probably makes sense, right? Since we can use our ability. Okay, we've got a lot. Oh man, this guy is going to destroy us. Oh, what can we even do? Can at least break that damage shield, but it's like, am I ever going to be able to break this? I may have to put this guy in the middle here. That's not the end of the world if I do that, right? I mean, I'm thinking like then I break at least the... Yeah, then I can kill this. Maybe not with this Titan skin, but this is my best bet. is what I gotta do. I could also maybe get him with, I wouldn't. I guess, yeah, I could bring this back, but I don't think anything is actually gonna work with it. We could just get our boilerplate into play here, I guess. And again, torch is just like proving to be useless. I guess I could technically bring a torch back 100% of the time if I don't want to play anything else, which honestly I think might be the call. We do want that money, even though I'm going to get Avarice stacks up here. Prince might be dying, which is something. Well, I think we want to get this money. Alright, that floor is nothing. There's so much of these guys that there's no world this guy's living, so what is the best use of anything here? Just forge twice, I guess. This guy's gonna have... He doesn't get damage shield at least. Yeah, that first wave is the only one that gets the damage shield, I guess. Is that true? Yeah, it seems like it. I'm just trying to think if I need another hit. I mean, inevitably, I think I do need another hit here. So he should forge that. I can also do this. It's probably worth. I lose an... I don't even lose an Avarice. That procced Avarice, right? I don't even know. But yeah, we put another one there. I think is good. Alright, at least they're all dying. This guy's taking big damage, though. You never know when the stewards might come in handy. I can do some smelting here, too. Let me get rid of one metallurgy. And then I'll just put this here, I guess. I think I could have got a whole lot more forge. Alright, they're all dying. Let's just let it happen then, because we got the Avarice. Molding Imp. Could be okay. Definitely not important work. Vent. I don't know. Is Vent better than Molding Imp here? I don't know. I don't even know that it is. The nice thing about Molding Imp is the attack is... I don't know. Is it even that important that it's not spell damage? Spell damage in a lot of cases is better. Just in this combo, it's probably not usually going to be better. Vent. Vent is heuristically the only one I really value typically in a situation like this. Yeah, let's take the Vent. Steel Polyclaw. Oddly enough, I don't even know if it's that good. I think it is. It could allow me to bring the Prince back up if we don't care too much about losing some of those stats. It's a good smelt target, if anything. I'm also like kind of iffy on Bonk and Hammerfall. I don't know if they're good. They're okay. But Steel Polyclaw is really good, so I think we should take that. Even if it doesn't necessarily make sense for the deck, it's just that kind of just that good of a card, right? So we got Herzl Horde. We can definitely deploy some stuff. Hailhorn Banner could potentially leave me with a better target for eating. Demon Fiend would probably be the best. if I were to Hellvent, we have, you know, some upgrades to make, so it might be a good Hellvent. But my spells, I don't know, they're not that great. At least in terms of, like, benefiting big from upgrades. Yeah, they really don't benefit that much. I mean, I'll be happy to put a +10 on an event or something. I don't actually have that much money either. My failure to min-max that first fight might come and haunt me. Like, the second fight, I don't know, I'm fine just scaling a bit up there, but... because there's a lot of threats to deal with. But certainly on that first fight, I should have not done that foraging. I mean, the Hellhorn banner could be a complete brick a lot of the time, is the thing. Like, other than a Demon Fiend, nothing's really that gigantic of an upgrade other than the rares. You know, you could do Horn Warrior just because it has higher attack, but he doesn't even necessarily that high of attack. I think we can just go left, even though the Pyre nodes have wasted. Hellvent's just too powerful, even if it isn't, like, that good of a spell. Geared Gauntlet good here? I don't know who I would put it on. It's just tough with it's like you kind of want this on 2 different units, I feel. That way you can rotate the turns where they're being used. But sometimes there are waves that are just easier than others, and those are okay waves to be suppressed on. But, yeah, I don't know. Geared Gauntlet's a tough one. Definitely has upside. Double stack is definitely one of the better upgrades I could have found here, so let's do that for sure. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's not even that good, but it feels pretty good to me. I don't know. Not the best, but it's, like, enticing. I don't think I'm able to use Geared Gauntlet with my current setup very comfortably. It's like I already have Hornbreaker Prince that is something I can't put it on. And I could, I guess, put it on him. I guess you could argue it's an upgrade over the first rank of Hornbreaker Prince Slay, but since it's a 6 cooldown, I basically effectively bring me to a 2 cooldown. I just can't attack in between. That's not that big of a deal, honestly. I think it actually is pretty good on the Hornbreaker Prince now that I'm talking through it. Yeah, I think, let's do that. Surely this can't fail, right? Do we care more about Steel Polyclaw, or do we care about the Geared Gauntlet to start with? I feel like we care more about the Geared Gauntlet, right? And we could put a Fortified Pauldron into it as well. It seems like it's an okay use of money. Since the backliner will be kind of squishy and there's a lot of damage that comes into the backline in this mode. Alright. Fight Club could be some front-loaded damage as well. And it does help me eat for more. Like it's worth it. What about Stasis Crystal? That one's probably not worth it, right? Can I put it on the unit that's getting eaten and then it like won't get eaten? I feel like that might work. We'll find out. Either way, we'll just see. I don't know. I feel like it's never too bad to have a Stasis Crystal because you can just like not take damage from amalgams and stuff. It's always fine to have it if you got the money. That answers our question what we're going to do here. Maybe I should have saved some gold. Emberstone would have been nice, but whatever. I could could do the spell damage if I want to. I don't think so. I could also just dupe this submerged equipment as well if I don't care about Crucible Steward doing etch, and I can still rotate my attacks. That's also kind of interesting, huh? That does make Relentless kind of a pain. That's the other thing that's kind of a problem. I mean, I guess what I could do is leave one of these Fortified Poltrons sort of purposely not played, or the Boilerplate. Actually, Boilerplate might make more sense. But basically, we can thin the deck out that you can pretty much guarantee you can play the Boilerplate at a certain point. Then you just get rid of your suppression. I think that's okay. So I think I will dupe this then. This is gonna be a weird deck, okay. Top floor again. Top floor scares me. Sometimes, now I will say this, I don't know if we'll have to here, but yeah, I just don't know I don't know these waves well enough, but what was I going to say? So basically, sometimes it might make sense when the what is it called? The Showtime Soul procs the top floor. Sometimes you still got to kind of set your main floor up on the bottom floor in some fights. And I don't know if this one is that. I don't think it probably is because we have such crazy loadout right now, but yeah. I think we're okay giving up a few stats just to get them all onto the floor. So, yeah, we're doing this live. I mean, I noticed I just had not been using Crucible Steward's etch ability, or the smelt ability, manually it just didn't necessarily seem to make a whole lot of sense on a lot of these turns, so I was like, I might as well just replace it if I'm not using it. We don't need the Shield Steward in any case, right? Oh, it's okay, we don't need the torch either, so we can do that. We got a nice little etch bash there. We could proc these both right now. We lose our burst, which is something, but it may not matter. We might want to just push that damage right now. It is a lot of damage. I don't really care too much about maximizing the slays. So there's no haste, right? Yeah, let's do that. Oh wow, look at that. Look how much damage that just did. Wow. Alright, I'm glad I took the gauntlet. I can't believe I even thought that wouldn't be good. Jeez, it's so good. And then, you know, by the time this guy comes up, we can just start rotating them, whichever one makes more sense. So here's our moment of truth. We're at Buffet 2. If I do this, will it... I mean, I'm still getting eaten. That's good. The worst case scenario is that it wouldn't eat me. That would suck. But I think we still got enough stats that it would be okay. Are we going to use Steel Polyclaw this fight? I don't know why we would. So why don't we get rid of it? Just do this twice. Okay, so here... I want to do that. We might as well pour a bunch of this in, but I think we gotta wait on this for a while still. We should play the other cards just to get them out, I think. So if I go 40 by 3 here, we don't want this to get eaten there. So 40 by 3 does not actually kill that. So I may want to just use Crucible Steward this turn. I can use Reaper next turn. Might make more sense. I mean, 40, I'll be, what, 40 by 4, so that's 10, still 10 short of being able to kill that, so it kind of sucks right now. I don't know how to get around that. But then I'll still have the Steel Steward that's hitting, so I think it's fine, yeah. Let's just do that. This guy's down to that damage. Okay, he did get eaten, by the way, so this Stasis Crystal was kind of a fail. I don't know why I thought that would have worked. Yes, redraw these. Playing this guy is kind of weird right now, but I guess we do it. It's like we're just not really caring what comes back, I suppose. Oh, Fight Club. This is still good. We don't get it for the eating, but now we can do this. We're getting a little bit more there. I could put this guy here with some forge. Do I even need the forge? I just need enough to get 20. I wish I could, like, damn, I wish I could. I have to use this forge if I don't want to take this 20 damage, unfortunately. How did that math not work out? I feel like I had so much there. Well, we could just do this. I mean, this kind of solves our issue, right? And I can still save the forge points. I think this is okay. In fact, we may just want to leave this guy as is, potentially. That is unfortunate. Damn. Alright, the gauntlet, I take it back, it sucks. So, I don't know, I think I'm going to restart this fight because I'm just going to play it and not play the gauntlet and see how things are. Which does mean, so we know they're together. Without the gauntlet, do I care to put Hornbreaker Prince on the floor? I feel like I wouldn't, right? So let's do that. I could also just play it out right now so that I don't have to redraw it. Actually, it might still make sense here. Actually, this kind of makes sense. Yeah, okay, we're going to do it this way. Having this one have the gauntlet might not be so good. We could just smelt it. Yeah, let's just smelt it. So we'll do that. This works too, because I can take this guy out. Alright, it's good, still alive. Could do this. Could also just smelt it. So we do want this up here. Why don't we go smelt that? I could move him up, but I don't need to yet. I'm going to wait until this guy keeps gaining stats. So as long as this guy can survive, that would have been a good reason to maybe put the stasis here, because then this guy wouldn't come back up top. But even if he comes back up top, he's not getting through this guy, so I think we're fine. I forgot that card also gives 2 armor randomly to the front unit, so I should be putting that on like either this floor or this floor, definitely not that floor. Yeah, so we're getting stats here. This guy might be in a rough spot. I do have my etch available. Do it here. Oops, I want torch. 9's pretty good. And I'll still at least have my initial burst here to get 2 hits in. So let's just pour that. Well, let's kill that. And do we play these out? And I don't even know if I want to take this damage necessarily. I think this is fine though. I might as well. Oh wait, I lost my burst? That is not how I thought that would work. I thought like you're resolving and gaining burst. Maybe it's the initial 2 burst is tied to the gauntlet or something. No, because we already used up the initial 2 burst. So I'm a little confused there. So where's the steel gauntlet or whatever? Yeah, right here. So it says resolve, gain burst 1. So is it the equipment that gains burst 1? That's kind of weird to me. I guess that's how it is. I just assumed it's the resolve gain burst 1 is like attached to the unit, right? So it's weird to me that taking the equipment off like removed my burst. I guess it makes sense though. Like you lose the armor if you remove the armor. So I guess it's not attached to the unit, it's attached to the equipment. Well, that certainly also is not a point in the favor of this gauntlet. I feel like I'm not a fan of this gauntlet. It's I don't know. Maybe it's okay. It doesn't seem that good. We would only get torch back if we put this down right now. I think I just play these out though, just so I don't redraw them. Let's see. We definitely want to move you up. We definitely want this up here. We're probably going to need a steward for sure here. I'll do this. Might as well wait on this. So I could get the resolving armor. I don't think that's even that important. We also just might not play it. No, we don't draw equipment next turn, so if I do it, I should do it now. But let's think about this. 570, 251. I got my ability still. I do got a lot of stuff here to get through, though. That can't do anything. Yeah, am I overestimating how strong I am here? 24. I think we're fine. I don't think I need to do anything here. I want to get some money. I'll smith just in case. Yeah, they're dying. Alright. Still didn't get that much money there. Almost 100, like 90 or so in that last stretch there. Rage Room would be better than Fight Club, I think. It's obviously doesn't have the front-loaded damage, but that might give me more reason to want the gauntlet. Or at least delay replacing the gauntlet. Of course, there's also Railforged Spike. There's fused weaponry. But, I don't know. It's hard to get the equipment both there on that same turn, even if you permafrost that spell. It's just actually really hard to make use of it, I find. Railforged Spike might be the best thing here, just because I know that Rage Room's not a giant upgrade over Fight Club, I don't think. But Railforged Spike is really good forge. None of these are really better eating targets. and they don't probably serve any other purpose either. I mean, that being said, I could take the Rail Beater. It's 40 health. It's only 1 ember. Doesn't mean I need to get rid of these shield stewards quicker. It's not a giant upgrade over the other stuff, I feel. I think I might just skip these. They're just not really calling out to me. Slay, you get 2 pip. That might be pretty okay. But I don't know. It'd be great if I could put it on my... oh, I guess I would put that on Vent. Is that even that good? Vent's already not... You know, I wasn't able to add plus 10 damage to it, so... It already doesn't necessarily kill anything. I just might just re-roll these. I don't know. They don't seem that good to me. Okay, Solaris is always good. Ghostbud is always good as well. Probably this deck doesn't have anybody that Gasbud really wants to go on, though. There's always Steel Steward if I want to switch away from eating on it, but Solaris is just always going to be good. Yeah, I could... Now that X-Cost Forge card I have, for example, pops off even harder. We don't have quite enough money to hit a first node upgraded trinket here, unfortunately, so this is just off the table, even though it sucks because we don't really care about those other nodes. This is just a rough set of nodes, I feel. Here we got the Merchant of Steel upgrade, which is really good. That's definitely a candidate. Yeah, this one, it's like, probably if I'm a little more clever with my avarice, which I don't even know if I trust myself to be at this point, but if somehow I'm more clever with it, we could maybe afford both artifacts. I don't know, I don't think so. It seems like I have to get this guy pretty strong to actually to do anything. But yeah, so probably just this one. I think we can make the most use of this. We want to get Reaper upgraded anyway. Left or right? It's gotta be left. Man, a Conductor Steward on our floor would be amazing, though. It would be awesome if I got a Conductor Steward. That also could maybe make my gauntlet a little more usable. Just ever so slightly. Just none of the other units are super useful to me, unfortunately. It's just only that, so it's pretty speculative. I think we just go left. Consumer move there is almost certainly, I mean, that's absolutely happening. I would do this before we go to the cavern as well. This is so good. I might prefer Intrinsic over the -2 here because we have Solaris. And this just gets us going quicker, so I think Intrinsic here is better. Wouldn't mind making a Smith just 0 costed, but this one I might want on the card that comes out of the cavern, so let's check the cavern. I haven't seen this event in a long time. You know... Endless. This is a way to get Endless. I see everything else as a downside, but as long as I don't get Stoic Plate, this should be a fine play. If I do, I guess I could Magnetic Relay the guy off the floor. I think we take this. Put it here. Does use up our final upgrade slot though, which kind of sucks. And obviously the other Endless would be better, but we're just not guaranteed to get it. I Endless certainly I think would be the best thing possible here. Smidge Stone would actually be the best thing possible, probably, but this will work. It's got to be positive, right? Yeah, it's got to be positive. Sometimes it might equip pit production too, which would be nice. Oh. 10 here, that's really good. Do this and re-roll, I think. So yeah, removals. Double stack the other metallurgy. I think that's fine. Cost reduction on a smith or a metallurgy. I think smith more so. And get rid of torches, I guess, still. I guess. Alright. Titan skin, easy. We got the Jiras though, so gotta be wary of them. Prince goes off the floor. Prince gets a gauntlet. I think we just don't give a gauntlet to the steward. Alright, follower, can you do anything here? Follower might not even be the worst card, given that we have, like, Forge. And this is 36 with the Hef's blueprints, if I just pour it all in here. So it just seemed like the play to do. And I just don't care about this, right? I could even etch that just for some extra Forge. That's okay. What about the stasis crystal? Looks like I got a quick dagger, not bad. Doesn't mean my avarice is probably going to be too powerful though. Like, or my damage is going to be too powerful to make use of avarice. Alright, I'm just going to put it here, I think. Or do I wait and really be greedy and just put it on the armor? That seems pretty greedy. I don't know if I can get by with that. Wish I could get a preview of what I'm getting here. So it's 236. This thing will die. I just want to see it in action now. Oh, what? Okay, well, that's a sign, I guess. I guess I'm going the greed route. I guess, hey, we did get it. Shit. This Titan skin actually is a problem. Damn it. I can use my ability and then boilerplate. I will be dazed. But what else is there even to do this turn? Okay, that's pretty good. He still fought through the daze. I didn't think that would happen. I thought I would just cut off his combo there. So let's get one last smith. Probably shouldn't have put it on that guy. And then we etched up there. Yeah, okay, so do that. Just so he can survive. I mean, he's pretty legit now. Then whenever we get magnetic relay, we'll bring him back up, I guess. Which does mean this guy will stop growing at a certain point, but that's not too big a deal. I could also, I don't necessarily have to magnetic relay back up there. Right. Do I wait on this Pauldrons to get a better forge since I do have that spike? I think so. And these, yeah, torches is not even worth clicking on. Dude, is Torch allergic to collectors? I mean, granted, I removed like all my torches, but still, are in the deck. Or Vent. Vent is also allergic to Vector, I guess. Alright, well, can't do much about this. It's interesting that I get my original ability back after I remove the other ability. I didn't think that would happen. But I guess it makes sense. We gotta get these things dead. At least one of them. I think we gotta go... Oh, why did I put him behind? Alright, I'm gonna undo that turn. Sorry. I meant to put him behind, so... Do everything else the same. Or I guess armor actually should go down here, so we will fix that, I guess. And then this goes behind. Okay, at least I'm killing one of them. What are these guys called? Jeer Mask. I thought they were Jeer but they're Jeer Mask. That guy is Mini Pip. But if I put him in, he'll eat up the dazed at least. I can still put the follower behind. We're killing them. I could vent if I want to. I actually should just vent here. Lone Coat, interesting. I think we just keep that Pip free so he keeps gaining stats. Because he's at 6. Can't get more than 6. So we're just going to keep eating it in the back here. And I can also just smelt the Fight Club here because we really don't need it. Yeah, we can do that. Oh no. Okay, I didn't know it was going to daze me. I feel like I've had that interaction before too. Alright, so I guess I do just vent up here if I don't want to take that 12, which I'm pretty sure I don't. We can take these out with this follower. One forge is not enough though. So I do want to do that. I could still put this here if I want to. It doesn't even kill it though because it's 7 Titan skin. Well, we'll just have to see. Alright, we do have the steel Polyclaw now. If I move him off, this thing doesn't die. I also just don't need to move him off, I feel. Do need like one more strike. I guess if I vent this, that solves a lot of my problems. Might as well just do that for now. I'll put this up here. And I guess just do that. Could have sniffed this one a little bit. We're obviously going to kill the guy on the top floor. I'm just trying to think what makes... Oh man, we're actually doing a ton of damage here. We don't necessarily want that. Is there any way around this? Not really. Yeah. Failed at making money on this run. But that's okay. Is Inflame or Branding Rate any good here? Branding Rate could be okay on the Steel Steward, I suppose. Not if it gets fragile. Inflame might not be enough though. They're both the same cost. They're okay smelt targets, so I might add them just because they are okay smelt targets. And they have an okay effect. It's just which one's better. Like Inflame. I don't know that the Rage is all that important. I think I do like maybe the Branding Rate more here. Trap Shoot. I don't think so. The only room I would switch out for is the assembly room at this point. Disassemble, probably not worth. Machine's Tomes, maybe okay. I wouldn't mind that one. Go to the right, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Alright, these are upgraded steel. Got the dual slab, and unfortunately our priority units are already upgraded, so we may think, if it's a large slab, I am tempted to, for the large slab, just go back to using a steward, I guess, instead of the steel steward. I could do, I don't know, it's awkward. It's a lot of stats, though. A lot of immediate stats. Might just be useful anyway. I don't know. It's tough, actually. Let's see what this is. I just don't have actual health on Hornbreaker Prince. Wing Steel is, I guess, the call here. Yeah. I would consider flexing Brawler, I suppose, but if it's not going to give it, then that makes our choice easier. Could also just large slab one of these followers. Then they can actually be something that is useful on their own. I don't hate it, but we wouldn't use it for eating at that point, but that's probably fine. Like, we're getting plenty of stats from eating. This thing's at 25, 100. It's like, sure, yeah, I could get a 41 and 121. Maybe even get it even more health and more attack, but I think it's already good enough, this Shield Steward getting fed to what's-his-name, and then we can just have like a backup game plan of like super forging a follower, and having it already come in with this amount of stats I think is good. Dualism just isn't really making sense on anyone here. It could still work with the gauntlet, I suppose, because I think your bursts that you gain would get dualized, so there would be that, but that doesn't even entice me enough to buy this. Definitely okay putting some health though on like a shield sword to get at least the health. Rage, look at the rage here, it's a lot of damage. Burst, endless. Endless is interesting. Just keep playing it and forging it. I think we should buy all these. It's super useful. Like, it just gives us a nice flexibility. I could also do that and bring it back to 1 pip, but I think I'd rather make it endless. Should I make the one that has 24 rage be endless? That might make more sense, right? Because it's easier to die as well. The other one just sort of can sit down and survive with its high health. burst here. Just make it do a bunch of stuff the moment it comes down. And for whatever it's worth, we'll put this here, I guess. Alright, I'm good with that. Plus we're spending money, which is buffing up our soul. So we'll still do it like this up here. We'll still do it like this here, but now we've got at least some space here and some more stats on that guy. So I think that's pretty good. We'll just throw him out. Jeer masks. This is the bane of my existence, man, this unit. This unit is the bane. Could replace this. Doesn't even, yeah, it doesn't even give us anything extra. We could make you have this, or you, but I think I like it here, because this guy's just going to die eventually. This guy is the one who will eventually get replayed with the thing. I don't think we care about, we don't care about this, most of all. I'm going to wait on that until later. So let's do this. Should I etch here? Cooldown is 2, probably. So, oh, okay, I gotta be careful of that. So I have this. Could just do that and make him gigantic, which would help with killing these Jeer masks. Like, it might actually be the call. It just sucks because if I could just put it on boilerplate, I get even more armor, but we already got 100 armor in this thing. Do we really need that much more? I don't think so. Whereas this kind of solves a problem. Like, if I draw a follower, that's better too, though. I got 2 followers and a boilerplate that would really love to get this 33 forge. But if it's not those 3 specific cards drawn from the 5 of 16 cards, then doing this would have been better. I'm trying to think if I don't. Yeah, Stasis Crystal's not a good draw. I could probably work with a Sphere Steward as well, though. So it's like, worst case scenario, I can still fit a Sphere Steward here. So I have to draw pretty much like no followers, no boilerplate, no Sphere Stewards. That's pretty much what I'd have to draw. It's a lot to not draw. I also could just put this down for no forge, just to get some armor going. That might be okay. Because I think the moment we get the boilerplate, we're putting it here. Just do that for now. I don't think I really want to redraw it, I guess. Stasis Crystal would be useful if I can get it on a unit down here, because this has amalgams. Okay, this is almost the worst case scenario. Okay, at least we got that, and then he'll kill that. Do we even play this then? I'll put this here for sure. Armor there, here. There's a lot here. We want it here, actually. Okay, there's the follower. I have the option to pour everything into this follower if we think we need to. It's only a 50-50 that I draw a boilerplate next turn. I think I want to play it down there so I take care of that Jeer mask. That way I don't have to worry about this. Yeah, let's do it. And alright, so you're taking them out. Yeah. see, we didn't even draw a boilerplate here. So what I'm thinking now is he's dazed. I could just do this. Then I don't have to take any damage, and I can just leave it there for amalgaming, and it'll just gain stats. I think that's fine, actually. Oops, forgot about that. Oh, might as well get this. I should vent that, or probably vent this floor. Yeah. So you're getting hit by the sniper. Let's just have the Spear Steward take the hit here. That's fine. Vent is not so good into that, I suppose. That's his thing, right? Like siphon. I still think it's okay to vent that. It just makes my life so much easier. The scourges or whatever. Do I want to try to get a better forge for this boilerplate at this point? 120. Prince might not be that needed here. I mean, I got a lot of stats here. But, like, yeah, I'm not getting the slays with Prince. Maybe I should have left some cheer masks for him to kill. That is some kind of a catch-22 here. And on the other hand, I can just scale this guy up as long as I'm taking care of everything. I can keep redrawing Vent. As long as I keep the deck. Yeah, I just want to play out the cards, I suppose. I don't think I need to be that greedy with the boilerplate. So, let's do this here first. And then do that. Then that at least dies, which is making my life easier. And what about this? We got a sniper here. I could put the follower. Oh, I don't have the pip. Damn. Well, should survive this hit, right? That at least takes those out. Put a Fight Club here. I'm just getting my stats. Alright, I suppose now I can do this. That at least kills the amalgam, saves my pyre health a little bit. Do I need to move this guy up? I don't think so. I just don't. I need to make some money here. This guy's almost dead. Oh man, he's doing so much damage to him. It's not good. Oh, and I forgot I replaced Magnetic Relay with Fight Club. I am very smart. I amaze myself with my smartness. Well, I guess we're gonna get no Avarice stacks here. I guess I could etch for an Avarice stack. Oh, it just died. How? I don't know. Who knows? Another Railforge spike? Maybe. Can't upgrade it, I don't think, but maybe it's still good. I don't know if it's that good. I'd have to draw it on like turn 2 for it to be any good, I feel. None of these cards are really too good for me. I could just skip. I think we just skip. Too late for me to care about the Demon Fiend, I feel. I think we just skip these. Sprout. I think Sprout's better early on, I feel. Beelzebub seems kind of brutal. Like 10% of my current fire health is a lot of fire health. But maybe it doesn't matter because if you leak, you're dead anyway. And this just at least won't kill your fire. It definitely sets up a powerful turn. I don't think so, though. Buff stacks. Well, we do have, like, this follower that's 1 pip with Rage 24. I could get 24 Rage to every unit on the floor. That actually seems okay. And it's endless. I can basically, at that point, just use it as a much better fledgling imp. So that I will try out. Very interesting. Probably don't want to forge this unit and just let it die then. Alright, we got both of those. We still don't have much money, man. I really failed in that regard. But I guess I got the same problem either way. I probably want to try to hold out for a flex on the Light Forge, I'm thinking. So we'll just go here, even though it's literally a downgrade here because I can't afford it. Even if I go to the right, I'm $5 short. It really sucks. But there's a Imperial Wall, so we're going there for sure. Anyway. There's a Heaven's Light, it's not that important. Firestone Housing. I think I already hit all those upgrades though, so that doesn't actually help. So can't make use of that. Fused Fire Shard. That's just not doing anything. Versatile Ember Staff. I wish the boss reward just appeared in like the bottom right or something. There's definitely real estate for that. I wish it didn't eat up like a slot, because it's literally a downgrade if you don't have $600, which, I mean, even with, I didn't make use of Mean Mug that well, but like, even with my having a Mean Mug, I can't even afford these this far in. I will say maybe Mean Mug is not the best for this particular triple combo in some cases. I suppose what I could do is switch away from putting Mean Mug on Crucible Steward and just have it be a unit there that has the 12 Avarice stamped on. Or the 25, I guess. Yeah, sorry, the 25 is stamped on. And I could put it on like a follower or something. Just get more damage out of it. And we still got a bit to go here, huh? So I think I might just divide this into 2 videos. These Soul Savior runs just take too long, I think, to do in one sitting. I'm gonna take a break. I don't know if I'll release it in 2 videos though. I think I'll just I'll try to combine it in one video, so I'll be back. Alright, we're back. So I think I was gonna buy... Was I gonna buy Ember Staff? You very likely end up with those Scourges at some point, which then makes it pretty easy to proc. Either way, we do have spells, equipment, and units, so it procs decently enough already. Wind Clippings doesn't really work with Smelt, I don't think. And I have Machinist Tome, but do I even really want that coming back? Probably not. This Smith, actually, I would not mind coming back at 0 cost. I don't know, is that worth the money? I could see this Rails Forge spike. It's always weird to Hellvent a intrinsic card like this, where it's an X cost card. Obviously that component of it is bad, but just seeing it come by more often is on the redraw seems okay. I don't see a particularly better Hellvent, honestly, or Empyrean Well. Unless I want to do the Follower. Which I don't think I would. We just got the Endless one. That one's going to be stacking up stats if we go that route. We just don't know if that's actually the game plan at a certain point. It is like a game plan to some degree, because it's like I can have my main floor scaling, but then I might want like a secondary thing going on. And either way, the Rage Force Spike does support that, so I think I will take that. As far as range equipments go, I guess I'll buy it. Get rid of one torch here. Reanimate 2 is a little rough. I don't necessarily have... It's rough if we keep getting top... I know we keep getting top floor a lot on as our pip extended floor. If it's not top, it won't be so bad. I can just follow up with followers above. I can still also just make sure I don't accidentally play Fight Club on my main floor, and I can use Steel Polyclaw to delay things. That's fine. What do you know? Top floor again. Well, that makes everything a million times more difficult. But maybe we make use of the gauntlet this time. All I need to do is get that first slay with Hornbreaker Prince, and we can get going on that. And I can still magnetically that floor, actually, and bring stuff back to it. I need a good tank there, though. I guess that's this for a little while. Now, I don't know exactly how this is going to work, but we'll figure something out here. Endless Follower could definitely be something. Also do Stasis Crystal. I mean, honestly, I could, another route I could go here is Stasis Crystal this. Yeah, that's not going to be good. I think the only play I'm seeing here is just Big Follower. Makes sense. But of course, my dear. You know what? I hated that. I hated that enough. I'm willing to do that. Let's do that. Well, this follower's doing a pretty good job. I'd already fully deleted this reanimate tank, so I guess middle floor here doesn't bother a lot of them. Which might be good. Might mean I can just keep this gauntlet on. If I want to kill that, I'm going to have to put Spear Steward down, which does severely limit my scaling. It's only 2 damage. I don't think we care that much about it. We can get this into play. I can save the other equipment, Fortified Pauldrons, if I really want to get Reaper Prince's thing going here. I'm also going to save the ability for this next wave. We're fine with Cultists taking hits. I can have Follower behind. Maybe I don't. This is a nice thing about the stats. Then I don't have to worry about. Yeah, that's pretty good. So what did you get? Twin Blade? Guess that's okay. I put this here or here. Probably makes more sense just to put it here, I guess. I can also just save this by doing this. That's fine. We're dead. There's that. Could proc this guy right now, but I think we want these to kill. So, yeah, let's just do that. Oh, they actually cleared everything. How did that happen? I thought it said the last 219. Alright, do we want the relay up, or do we want the polyclad here? Because I could eventually bring more break prints up. Is that even going to be necessary? Maybe. The fight club down here. We don't need to actually do this. Could put this guy in the back, just to make sure I'm getting my avarice stacks. I don't hate it. It's obviously not going to get me as much stats, but I think we don't need so many stats to beat this boss. Yeah, let's do that. I should get some avarice stacks here. I don't know if that actually procced avarice. I always forget if that thing procs avarice. It should, but... Just do a full real first spike here, right? And probably get rid of this as well. Might as well save this for the next round. There's no haste, so this floor is the perfect time to do it. It's kind of beautiful. So, I mean, this is a lot of stats, but it's not going to beat me, so... I don't think I should play anything, actually. I think I should let this guy die. I know in Resolve, well, there's not even any Resolve with the Soul Savior Thane, right? Because there's an Ascension, Spawn, and Ossian Sentinel. It's just one of these. Granted, they might keep getting Reanimate, but some of the stats. I can put this guy back into the front if need be. I don't know if I can actually now because I increased the pip on this guy. Well, I think I'm gonna be fine. I mean, realistically, pretty sure I'm fine. I'll save some HP here. Maybe I draw follow. If I need it. Yeah, it does give them reanimate each time. It's kind of brutal, but okay. Well, if this guy can't be played, we might as well take him out. Use this. I can save my ability for next turn if I need it. I think I'll be fine. Yeah, that's a kill, so we'll just let it play out. A little bit here. One second. Ah, sorry. I realized my mic was just fucking fucked up. I probably had really bad audio that whole time. Well, my apologies about that. It'll be better now, I swear. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, March of Shields allows me to have a little bit more help with the Pulley Claw. Pulley Claw really hasn't been that necessary on this run, I feel. But it might be okay to have a Martial Shields, honestly. It's definitely the only takeable card here. Just being able to reposition my stuff in some cases might actually be a good thing. But I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, honestly. Because I'm just playing the Steel Steward in front each time. It only makes sense if I basically get to that situation again where I can't play the card. But then it's like, it's at 6 pips, so I can't play it on the other floors anyway. Yeah, I actually don't think we take that. Could take Masterwork. It's probably worth taking. Is Mass Production any good? It wouldn't copy the souls, which makes it a little bit worse, I would say. Which soul does this guy have again? It's just that one that gives him the... Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry. I completely forgot that we were going to use this guy as like a rage imp. Honestly, I don't even know if that's the best use of him. I think just spamming him and forging him would be better, because then he's gaining a bunch of attack. It still is okay that he has that, though, because we can, like, feed this follower, I guess, which is okay. I think Masterwork is fine. You could maybe take the other, like, unit dupe card as well, but it's fine. I will say this is Follower's Day Out here. It's maybe the first run in forever that I've actually used this card to any great degree. I really don't know that we really need removals. You know? I get rid of Stasis Crystal, I guess. It's kind of good to have it, though, I still feel, like amalgams and whatnot. I think we go to the right. Goldie. We have a Solaris, right? I'm tempted just to put on one of my intrinsic Railforge spikes. Just play that every turn. The other option is maybe a Metallurgy. That could be good. The other option is Masterwork. We're only taking it for the holdover. We don't care about the gold gain. I don't get Deimos. This one seems horrible. But, yeah, we'll take this and... I think we just do this. I mean, if I can have my Endless guy plus this, that could be an interesting combo. Oops, I should have visited this first. Alright, no punish. Good. I don't want to add another X cost at this point. I already got 2 of them. One of them is on holdover. In fact, I should just get rid of the other one if I'm going to use that on holdover. We don't know yet, though, so we'll see. Which, yeah, wasted Hellvent, but whatever. It's not that big a deal. We really don't need these. Diadem would be good. That I could put on any number of units. Alright. Oh, I'm so used to it being top. Just assumed it would be there. We'll go here then with this. He's gonna get wrecked, but Prince should survive. Oh, why did I think... Oh yeah, I thought he would come in with burst. But it's just on resolve. It does give burst to itself, so actually the first turn is its weakest turn. Which is probably good that we have our weaker tank up here. So, do I want Polyclaw here? I'm sure. It's a good spot for it. The armor here is maybe better served. Then we'll just go full on with this. I mean, I will proc Wing Steel here, though, so, like, I could do this if we're not too worried about getting maximum value here. I think that's fine. Yeah, because we definitely want to play that. Alright, we'll do that, do that. I'm going to wait on the Pauldrons. Got 28, not bad. Oh god. Well, this is probably fine that we have this up here then. I think this gets through 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's fine. That guy's not killing him. I mean, it's just 2 damage, but it is annoying, right? I feel like I've played 1,000,000 cards. Meat shield, huh? This is not the endless one, so I don't think I want to forge here. Could do this. Then I take a hit there, though. Doesn't seem super useful. I could just get rid of it. I don't know in this fight what purpose it serves to have this. I can actually just move this guy down here. Why don't we do that? So I'll do my etch here. And then we'll do that. Wow, is it every turn that there's haste? Are we just like not going to do anything here? And I can still bring a guy down here and there. Let's bring the biggest one down, I suppose. This guy... I could do this to refresh the cooldown. Could also put it here with Forge. That's not a horrible idea. If every floor has haste, I may just have to do this. Very tempted to. Alright, they're dying. Let's get rid of Fight Club. It's not really going to be that necessary here. I think we do it here. That way I can alternate when this occurs. I can do that at least. It's fine. Now I finally can have them fight in the middle here for a round. More haste, huh? It's probably best to put this here, right? I could probably greed the boilerplate on this fight. I assume there's no haste with the flying boss, but if there is, I want to have the option probably to do something with it. I'm going to put this here just so I can get more. If I want to, I can bring Prince down or whatever. Let's throw this away. Wish I had. I wish I drew that before, but it's okay. Oh god. Alright, well I can smelt that. Save that. Who do I want to kill this one? Like, this is maybe a worse floor. So... yeah, let's use this here. There's our endless follower. For this fight, I don't think we need it. I think I want to greed out that boilerplate in this fight. I almost don't even want to play this then. Unless we're doing it like here or something. I'm just going to wait on it. Could have also etched there, but I feel like I just save it for when I really need it. Alright, you should be able to take most of this out, right? I can vent that for one ember, should kill it. I should get rid of a masterwork here. I will say at this point it's hard to play it. Of course, yeah, it's a little awkward. Oh, you know what? Let's just bring him down. Perfect. There we go. There's the pauldrons. I don't mind redrawing it, I suppose, because I need to refresh both these guys, maybe. I think this is just killing them up here, though, right? Yeah, I think this is fine. I want to leave these enemies, too, because I want to get my Avarice stacks. Granted, I guess it doesn't matter. Do we even have another node we're going to? Alright, that's killing. We got the boilerplate as well. So why don't we just cash that in over here. 320, nice. I guess I could have used the ability there to even get more forge there, but whatever. Foundry line. Foundry line might not be too bad. We can take that. Well, there's a conductor steward. That certainly is really good, I think. We have the pip to play it since we got the smidge stone and the other thing. I think we take it. Now I have reasons to get rid of the train steward. Pretty late for a grunt. I don't see any big... I mean, I guess I could have taken the pyre health on the one thing. Would have been okay. Sorry, multitasking. Obviously not a mimic either at this point. I mean, granted, I guess I must have a node still because I only have culling 2 here, so I know I got a whole thing to go through here. I could technically get a Herzl, but is he even doing anything? I doubt it. It's another body on the board too, which is not necessarily a good thing for me right now. Lamb. I could put the lamb on the other follower. That's maybe not the worst. It's 0 cost. It's another thing I can just scale. Like, I could see situations where if I'm playing both these followers, it gives me an option to do the follower shenanigans, so I think I'll take it. The other option is conductor steward, I suppose. But I think I'm fine with this. Alright, 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So we got some really good stuff coming up here. Hopefully, even a pip upgrade would be pretty good at this point, but any boss upgrade will be good. And yeah, we'll get the flex with the light forge, it would be good. Gaining a new soul is probably not that relevant at this point, but it could be good. Let's do some dupes without thinking about it too much. Alright, well, we'll just do Reaper here. I would definitely luck in Brawler if it was offered, though. Alright, nice. So nice of them to give me Brawler. So now that I'm full Reaper with Brawler, I may not even need the Gauntlet, because I can proc 2 strikes each turn, 2 big strikes as long as I get that first Slay. And I got the Conductor Steward as well to help, because basically my floor is gonna be a 2-floor setup. 3 actually. A 3rd floor will be the followers. This is gonna be fun. I like this. Yeah, 1 floor will be the double follower. The other floor will be Steward, Conductor Steward, and what's his name? Didn't we take the Foundry line? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know that I have great dupes. I guess the Diadem could be okay as a dupe. I could also dupe this Boilerplate, since it is pretty statted up at this point. I actually do kind of like that. Alright, that's good. Gives us a little more leeway. I may still use the Gauntlet to power up Reaper Prince. Especially with the Mark of Invasion right here. Oh yeah, and we got the mid-floor. So let's do that. Now I am curious, if I'm suppressed, I assume I still attack with the Conductor Steward, right? I assume so. I'm going to put him in the back just so he doesn't steal any kills from Hornbreaker Prince when I proc that thing. And I got to get rid of the Shield Steward. We'll do that at a final node with the shops. I think I do put this here. And I can just get rid of it whenever I need. Oh, look at that. So many. There's our initial kills right there. Other than that, let's put this here. Get an etch, might as well kill that, right? Kind of want to see what this draws before I play this. We can just get rid of this for now. I have 2 of this? Oh, right. I'm so stupid. I just played it. I'm like, I thought that it drew that with the wing steel, but then I'm like, wait, there's a steel pulley claw. Never mind. Might make sense to put the pulley claw here, honestly, since the conductor's here, but I can also just bring the conductor down here. I think heuristically it makes sense to put it on the mid. So I don't need to play this again necessarily. But I also don't want to redraw it, so I'll just put it there. Alright, I guess I'm redrawing it. I know we don't want this coming back. Let's just get rid of that. And we'll play these. I should maybe get rid of that second spike too. There's really no world where it makes sense to have it. Got this boilerplate. This is definitely the punish for using my smelt last turn though, but it's fine. We'll just clean him up with, what's his name up here. I could also just bring his normal ability back at this point. I don't think I need all of those strikes, and I would get immediately pretty good amount of stuff here. Let's play this first then. The other option is we go that route, because I really don't need to proc Avarice anymore. I'm going to be able to afford everything. We're inclined to buy everything at this point. Yeah, I think I kind of want to greed this out. Yeah, let's do this. Don't know why my ability's on cooldown, but okay. And I can still do this. I mean, 12 is pretty good. We'll do that on this one since it has the on the rage. So we'll try this game plan out too. We got a lot going on here. Could use the conductor's ability if we want it. Ooh, collector. I mean, we really don't need that. That's fine. Wing steel, just not a good way to proc it here, really. So we'll just do this. It's fine. We get the diadem. I don't even know if it makes sense to put it here because I'm not really putting anything else there. Could put it here, and now you can put that down to block a hit here. Even that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. What did this guy get? Oh, he got the gauntlet. Could do this just to refresh some health. His followers are getting it done, man. Might actually be better to do that. $69 rage. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything, does it? Alright, let's get a... unit. Spell equipment should proc that, right? And then I can actually... Ooh. And I can do this. And I can do this. There we go. And then we'll put this here. So I'll take the Everest, right? Full throttle. Definitely taking that. Even at vanilla, that's good. Left. Nice. Heaven Light. Surprisingly very good here. I almost want to buy the guild marker last, if I even want to buy it at all, because I'm looking to actually spend money, not reduce the spending of money. Yeah, we'll buy it last. And then just buy everything. Manifold mirror's fine. That's actually really good. We can get a polyclon every floor. That gives us some pretty good flexibility. Slacy. Do I have any unit that has any... I don't know that it's that good. Almost every key unit I have already has a soul attached. Heartbreaker, no. Karma, no. Red Hot. Never seen that one. Or never used it, I should say. It really doesn't make much sense here. Triple stack. Is that any good? It's pretty good there, of course. If it does not work with Forge, it's right. So it only really works here, unless I want to put it like... I can't even put it on the double stack stuff, unfortunately. Well, let's just take it. It's fine. Wrath. I guess we could give Courage to the one that has the health. The other option is I put it on Steel Steward. It's honestly probably just best on Steel Steward, because now that I have Magnetic Relay probably on every floor, in most cases, then I can shift this thing around. We're so over the power curve at this point. We're just min-maxing kind of pointlessly, I would say, but it's fine. So at the very least, let's get rid of this steward, even though it's not high priority to remove the other stewards. I think we do want to get rid of them. They're not good smelt targets, so they're just dead draws, essentially. And then I almost want to keep the Branding Right and stuff like that as smelt targets, but we're getting most of our forge not through smelting, so I don't even know if I necessarily want those. I probably don't. I think we can just get rid of Branding Right. If a card's in there just as a smelt target, then it's not good enough. Let's get rid of the Fight Club too. I don't want to have to draw that before the other room and be worried about playing it. And maybe I get rid of one Gauntlet. Honestly, having both is probably fine. Smith is not a good card at this point either. We can get rid of that. Vent is probably fine if there's Jeer Masks. I don't know. I don't even know the variant of, we don't need Impish Scholar. We don't want Impish Scholar. Having both the Metallurgies might even be overkill, but I think we'll keep it for now. This looks good to me. I think we're good with this. Should be easy. Top floor. Alright, it's fine. Oh, right, we got double pip upgrade. For some reason, I was thinking we got... Yeah, I was like, we have a lot of pip. Holy shit. I mean, I'll take it. I do like the Gauntlet here for just powering up Reaper. Alright, we're starting with full throttle. Might as well put this here. We don't need to forge this. We can just put it down. Give you Machinist Tome. We can get rid of, even though it doesn't give us Ember, we can get rid of this one. I forgot to remove that one. This doesn't really need to get vented. I mean, there's a sweeper, but I think it's fine. We're gonna kill all of them. I think more. We can kill them with our, between these two abilities, I assume we're killing them. That just gives them more shit. Oh, okay. I might want to stasis crystal something down below, or just run with the followers. You know, either one of those works. Suck on that. So we got this guy coming up. I wouldn't mind putting this guy down here with no forge with the stasis crystal for now. I could also just play him with the forge. If I want to, it's just awkward the way the wing steel works here. We do want to get some health up here too. I mean, Conductor might just be dying due to, I guess, the Malaise and Wither Bloom. What did this guy get? Chomp. That's interesting. I could also just have this thing eat this to make a super good steward, but I think we want to spread our value around a bit. This is not the Life Mother fight, so I'm probably just overcomplicating things. Let's just beat it. Why don't we? I'm okay putting that forge in. Might as well. I think we can just refresh this guy with this, and then I'll forge the Conductor Steward. I forgot that I have split anvil. I'm okay redrawing that. I don't want to smelt it. There's a collector that we don't care about either. Damn it. Where's my other follower? Alright, this can go to every floor. Let's just smelt this. Wish I had a little more ember here, but it's okay. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think we're too worried about that. Alright, let's put the forge, I guess, into this one. And I'll just play the other one as a token for now. What is your ability? Oh yeah, you have courage. So if I want, I can move this guy around. That's definitely a possibility. Might be making sense actually to put him to the bottom floor. Especially if I've got these stupid amalgams, but I don't think so. Foundry line's kind of awkward to play though with this holdover forge, isn't it? I think I'm actually going to get rid of it. I can use this ability every turn, so I might as well. I can also... Oh no, I don't have my edge. Okay, we'll just put that all in there then. Seems fine. For this situation... I thought that would kill it, but I guess not. Reinforce? Sure. No. This ember might be nice, because I'm going to have a full set of 3 floors. Then I have kind of wanted some extra ember. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad. We're so overpowered. Yeah, I think you can pretty much win any run simply by having Showtime and Butterball together. Bonus points once you get that 3rd soul unlocked, but really that's all you really need. Which floor got it? The very bottom one. Interesting. Might make more sense to actually... No, I think it still makes more sense to use the Crucible Steward. I think I am able to smelt enough that it makes sense. Could also do this. Then I feed the prince, but I can still smelt at 400 damage. I don't need any more than 400 damage for the smelting. I think that actually makes quite a lot of sense. I could do this, and honestly, I still probably have enough pip, right? I mean, this thing's at 4 already. It only grows 2 more times. Probably makes sense. I could even fit, like, my smaller follower onto that floor is probably making sense. Yeah, this follower specifically, right? This guy's already at 5. He only grows 1 more. I can totally do that. Alright, let's do some etching. Let's get rid of this, because it's just not working. This is also a consumable, which is nice. And could put the follower in front, but there's not enough incoming damage for that to make sense here. Just put it in the very back then, I think. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Can I gain Ember anyway? I'd have to like play equipment here for that to work. Well, anyway, here's Wonderwall. No sense letting them hit me. Is there any sense in playing this? I think I should wait for that. We can use that ability. Oh wait, I have that. Okay, I need to... I forgot I have the gauntlet on. It's still probably okay that I played it there. Yeah, we'll just refresh it with Pauldrons here. Or Boilerplate probably works as well. Probably Boilerplate's better here. And I guess here. We'll do this here. Wish my ability was back, but that's okay. You have this ability if I need it. Might be fine to use the heal here. And then I should just always use this. I guess I could have used this first as well. I could put the forge in here. Then I'm getting the attack. It probably makes some sense to do that. This guy just doesn't really necessarily have to get played anywhere, but I might as well play it at the same time. Alright, not much else to do here. I will do this. I could reduce the pip on... Oh, did I just gain? Oh, I should have used Conductor Steward there. I didn't realize I had a Hef's Hammer. Well, we can keep the hammer for now. I can use this on the next turn, and I might be able to get a kill. I might as well keep that applied then. If I do that, I lose all that armor. I kind of just play this just to play it, I guess. This guy is 375 attack. Is there any way I can get this guy a bunch of attack? Or I could etch. Yeah, let's just etch. That kills that. Then we can go there. We got an extra pip. That's alright. It's fine. Poor follower. There's just too much attack down here to deal with. Equalizing rings. That's kind of good actually here. This is no contest. We can do some stuff here. Try and beat that. Boom. So yeah, as you can see, I think we got the unbeatable combo of Soul here. Showtime plus Steel Steward, or not, or sorry, Butterball on anything. There really is a giant capability. Keep in mind, by the end of that run, we had about 3 different things we could do to win on its own. We just happened to just be able to do any of them, but yeah, very powerful. So I don't know. I want to get all of the souls upgraded. Did I really not upgrade any souls there? I thought I had a Hellhorned when to upgrade, or is it just like not showing me that I upgraded them? So this one's awoken. I mean, honestly, I don't care about karma anyway, but if mainly the thing is I want to start doing random with the souls, and if we do that, I do want every soul to be upgraded before I start doing that. So I mainly just have to do the clan specific ones, it looks like. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, Lazarus League, Banished. Magic Power, aka Luna. Yeah, we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone with that one. Stygian, also aka Stygian. That is like the last clan I would associate triple stack with, I think. Explosive. Yeah, I feel like they could even maybe even switch those. Savanta. Yeah, Luna Coven, Pyreborn, Hellhorn. See, why didn't Deimos upgrade? Did I not beat Life Mother with Hellhorn on the most high difficulty just now? Or maybe it upgraded and didn't tell me, and it still needs 1 more upgrade. I think it did, because it looks like I didn't see that permanent aspect of it before. Maybe the upgraded version of Deimos is better. I mean, right now it's still not good. Like, it's not even like an immediate draw. It's just draw 1 next turn. I really don't see how that's good. Outer Legion. Yeah, so we can just naturally unlock most of these, because it seems like almost every clan specific upgrade, other than, of course, Wormkin or Railforge, needs to get upgrades. So I'll just grind those maybe in the meantime, and then we'll be ready for full random. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.